No smoke, no smoke.
What's up? Welcome to All Gas, No Smoke. Man, what a crazy ending to the race in Martinsville on Sunday, where we pretty much had a Hell Melon Part 2. And by Hell Melon, I mean Christopher Bell decided to go full send and do a wall ride at the very end to try to gain some last minute points there. I was watching Denny Hamlin's podcast earlier today where he offered a interesting perspective on why it's frowned upon for drivers to do wall rides. I'm going to play that video for you guys now, or at least a snippet of it, and we'll talk about it. So let's jump into it.
In the end, I think they made the right call. I don't like it, but I they wanted to avoid us wall riding on last laps to either gain or defend positions, and Seabell didn't have to do it. I think there was probably a little bit of panic in the moment because you're thinking, he just shipped it into turn 3 to try to defend, or try to get past the 23 in a panic, right? Because 23's got issues or has been falling back the last few laps. He sees them, he's catching them quickly. He knows he needs a spot, so he drives in there really deep, washes up, gets out of control, gets in the marbles. And I can't emphasize enough, like once you get outside the concrete there and into the asphalt, you saw how dirty the cars were right after the race. All that stuff is up in that lane. And so when you hit it, it is literally like hitting an ice patch on the road in the middle of winter.
I mean, I got home and looked in the mirror and saw how dirty my face was from standing outside turn
Really?
4. So yeah,
Wow.
The cars, I'm sure, were much blacker than that.
So you heard Denny Hamlin say it. Pretty much all of the debris, all of the marbles, the rubber coming off the tires, anything that's falling off the cars, anything like that goes up into the corner there. So when you're driving at these high speeds, as these drivers do, it is very dangerous for them to pull a maneuver like this, right? Because you can spin out. As you heard him say, it is pretty much like driving on ice. He spoke about this a little bit later in the podcast as well, which I'll link the podcast down in the description below. But he spoke about this as well. All of that debris and everything that's at the edge, the spectators are only a couple of feet away from all of this. So any metal that may have fallen off the car, rubber, anything like that, rocks, so on and so on, you can essentially throw that stuff into the crowd and cause a serious incident. Somebody could potentially get hurt, right? But also, he said at the very beginning of this clip, NASCAR does not want to encourage this behavior because they do not want drivers trying to hit full send and do wall rides at the end of races to try to get some last minute points there. So shout out to Denny Hamlin. I always love to hear the perspective of the OGs. Denny Hamlin is a guy that's been in the game for a very long time and always like to hear their perspective on things. Like I said, I will link the full podcast in the description below. Please tell me in the comments how you feel about this, and do you feel that NASCAR handled the situation correctly? But also just any feedback that you have regarding the Martinsville race. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.